Potato, do you have any questions for me by chance?
We do have a couple questions.
Sweet.
Sir Ninny III asked, in terms of vocal atheists agnostics, to whom would you credit in being the most helpful in the fight against religious cults?
Mm. Who would I credit as being the most helpful in the fight against religious cults? Interesting question. Hmm. I assume you're talking mainstream famous atheists like Richard Dawkins and Sam Harris and things like that. That's tough. I feel like Dawkins wrote a really, really comprehensive book with The God Delusion. It was pretty on the nose, the book was, in many ways, and he actually addresses some Jehovah's Witness literature in the book. I thought that was pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm going to have to default to Richard Dawkins, I think. Um, yeah, Richard Dawkins. I don't think any of them really address cults directly. In fact, Sam Harris has some kind of strange views on spirituality and mysticism and things like that. I'm not super 100% on board with him on some of that, but anyway, yeah, that'd be my answer. Do you have another question?
Sure. Liberoso was asking, were you planning on doing another podcast for the European viewers?
Yes, I am. Have not figured out when it's going to be yet exactly. I just got through with a vacation. So it's going to take some time to kind of figure out exactly when, but yes, I am planning on doing that. Probably be about 4 hours earlier than usual. That would be my plan. Do you have one more? I'll take one more question, I guess, for the moment.
Sure. Vanceman asked, how would you describe the Book of Job?
How would I describe the book of Job?
Yep.
I think that the book of Job is an interesting one. It's a story of, as far as I can remember, bear with me because it's been probably 10 years since I've read it, minimum, maybe 15. It's a story of a guy who is kind of tossed around and abused by Satan to prove that he doesn't love God as much as he loves himself, I guess, is probably an okay assessment. Um, and God could put a stop to this test anytime. He's just standing on the sidelines, allowing one of his people to just get mutilated and get his family murdered and everything instead of saving his family. It just blows my mind. Like, how do people justify this stuff? He loses his family, and then they're replaced with a new one at the end of it. Is that really a good solution? Is that really the best solution? What happened to the other 50 people? Like, we just don't care about them anymore? I don't know. It shows, honestly, the book of Job shows where that culture's morality was in time. We can look at it and see where their culture and their morality was. And it was severely lacking. And trying to justify some of the horrific stuff that happened in those cultures at that time is laughable nowadays. Like Ken Ham, for example, saying, well, slavery back then in Bible times isn't what slavery is today. It's like completely different. It's a totally different thing. It's indentured servitude, not the same. BS. Slavery is slavery. If you own another person, period, full stop. If you own another person, it's wrong. Just that's it. That's all I need to say about it. I don't care how long you owned them. I don't care if it was from your own nation or if it was from nations around you. I don't care how old they were. I don't care if there's a loophole where you can escape. Don't give a shit. If you own another person, it's wrong. That's the bottom line. It's not a cultural thing. It just blows my mind watching people try to spin their wheels, trying to justify all these horrific things. You can say that it was wrong to own another person and still believe in God if you want. It's just like you can say evolution is you can accept evolution as a real factual thing and also believe in God too. I don't see why they have to be mutually exclusive.